You're watching WTVA 9 News. April is Child Abuse Prevention Month, and statistics show 1 in 10 children will suffer abuse. If you or someone you know needs help to get out of an abusive situation, there is help available. Joining us live to tell us more about the Child Advocacy Centers through the Family Resource Center is Julie Palmer. You are the director over those centers. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you for having us.
So tell us, we were talking about how 1 in 10 children will likely be abused, but those numbers have gone up during the pandemic.
Yes, we have actually seen an increase, unfortunately, since the pandemic in child abuse cases. For instance, in 2020, our numbers were just short of around 700 children. 2021, we were pushing about 1,200 children, and that's in a 13-county radius. But that just shows you the increase of child abuse cases that are coming into our center. And
do you have any idea why this is happening? Why now? Why ever?
It's really something, if you're talking about increase in numbers, that it's going to take a little time to see if you wanted to talk about the pandemic. Our teams locally are constantly talking about this. We're talking about on a state level, even a national level, there is an increase in child abuse cases. And I think it's something that we're just going to have to look at the whole picture and really look at a lot of different numbers to see why such a drastic influx of cases coming in.
When it comes to the Child Advocacy Centers, what is it that you provide for children?
So we are actually part of a multidisciplinary team. So we assist law enforcement, child protective services, the district attorney's office in their investigation of child abuse cases. We provide the service of a forensic interview for a child, so the child can come to our center. It's a child-friendly, safe space for a child to tell their story. We also provide advocacy services for the child and their family. So there is a support system that is constantly walking that family through this process from the beginning of their case to the very end. We also provide free mental health services because we also know that there's a bigger picture. We want justice, but we want the kids to have their childhood back. So we offer free mental health services as well.
If a child is in an abusive situation right now, how can they call? How can they reach out for help?
If a child is in abusive, tell someone. Tell a teacher. Tell someone what's going on. And we have to remember these are children, so they're going to tell it as best they can because they're children. Adults, they can call the CPS hotline. They can go online to mdcps.gov, and they can report it as well.
All right. Thank you, Julie Palmer, for joining us this afternoon. Well, still to come on WTVA 9 News at